Suhag Jewelers, timeless jewelry for generations.
Couple, the wonderful Rashmi and Banerjee. They are here finally, good to meet them. They are single-handedly responsible for making this evening happen. I want to
Thank you and shout out to Janak and Rashmi Bedi of My Dream Foundation for having me here in New Jersey and for a lovely event. Thank you for having me and I hope to be back really soon. Thank you.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of From a Mother to Another. And I am Sandy Banerjee, and this is where you get to hear from moms around the world. Our guest today is not only an awesome mom, but is also a professional classical singer. Please join me in welcoming Madhumita to the show. Hi Madhumita.
Hello Sandy, how are you?
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, my pleasure.
So before we discuss and talk about your awesome journey, let's give a round of introduction. Tell us a little about yourself.
Hi, I'm Madhumita Sanyal Datta. I'm a Hindustani vocalist, classical vocalist, and I'm in Chennai right now. I have my school, Institute of Hindustani Vocal, where I teach Hindustani vocal to students of different age groups across the globe. So
awesome. So tell us a little about classical music. Like there are two types and the formats and everything, because I am sure a lot of our viewers are not aware of that.
Yeah. Basically, in Indian classical music, there are two major traditions. They're called the Carnatic classical music and the Hindustani classical music. So Carnatic classical music is mainly prevalent in the southern states of India, like Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and the southern states. And Hindustani vocal is prevalent more in the northern, eastern, western states. So both of them are classical traditions, but there are some differences, like the language is different.
Sure.
Then the percussion instruments are different,
right.
And both are two, gems of Indian classical music too.
Right, absolutely. So tell us about how you started your journey into the Hindustan classical music.
Actually, when I was 4 years old, around 4, we are 3 sisters and 3 of us sing. So my mother used to teach my elder sister. And she used to do well. She used to sing, in many places. So that encouraged me, and I expressed my desire to my mom to teach me. So that's how my journey started, with my mom and my dad encouraging me very much. So when we came to Banaras, my dad was in bank, so he had a transferable job. And Banaras is the hub of Indian classical music. The Banaras Gharana is very famous.
Right.
So when we came there, one of my father's friends, he suggested that he take us to Pandit Mahadev Prasad Mishra of the Banaras Gharana.
Okay.
He is no more now, but he's a maestro of the Banaras Gharana. So then my father took 3 of us to him, and since he was a maestro, he would not take everyone. So he auditioned us. We sang something for him, and then he agreed to teach us. And then on an auspicious day, we went to him, where in the tradition, in the Guru Shishya Parampara, in the Indian tradition, the Guru generally ties the sacred thread in the hands of the Shishya.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is how the holy relation is established between the Guru and the Shishya. So that's called Ganda Ban Shishya, the thread. So he tied the thread in our hands, and that is where our journey started in the Guru Shishya Parampara. And then there was no looking back. So after that, wherever we went to Delhi, we went to Mumbai, So in Delhi, I learned from Pandit Sarthi Chatterjee in the Kirana Gharana. Then I went to Mumbai. I learned from Vidushi Shubhada Parakar Pandit Vidyadhar Vyas ji in the Gwalior Gharana. Shri Prashant Samadar again in the Kirana Gharana. That is how I continued my journey. And apart from singing, learning in the Guru Shishya Parampara, I also learned the curriculum in the, I also gave exams. So then I went on to do my masters in, I did my masters in political science as well and Indian classical music from the University of Mumbai under Vidyadhar Vyas. So I was a gold medalist in the university, and after that I auditioned for the All India Radio in Mumbai, and I became a radio artist there.
Right.
So
Awesome. So tell us a little about your experience in All India Radio. How long did you work for there?
Yeah, that was a wonderful experience. The experience started right from, when you go to audition. Auditioning is not easy because there are so many talented people who come from
a lot of competition, I'm sure. Yeah,
and it's very scary because you see all knowledgeable musicians around you. So I went for the auditions. Then came the wait. All India Radio used to send letters, the selection or regret letters. If you were selected, they would send you selection letters, and if you were not, then they would send regret letters. Right. So then came the letter, and it mentioned that I was selected, and they gave me a date for the first recording. So I went for the recording, and I was scared because I was just, I think I was in my first year of post-graduation.
Okay.
But the moment I entered the radio station, it was so full of so many musical people work there,
Sure.
So they're employed in the radio station. So it was a wonderful experience. When we went for the practice before my broadcast, I got so many tips from knowledgeable musicians who were there, and it was a wonderful experience. Yeah.
Wow. How long did you work there?
Actually, I used to record frequently. They used to send me letters mentioning the dates, and I got married in 2004, and then I came to US. I left Mumbai. So till I left Mumbai, I was
there. Okay, awesome. So Madhumita, why don't you sing something for us today?
Sure, I would. I would love to do that. I would sing a little small bandish in Rag Kedar. It's a night rag, a beautiful rag. So let me just put my tanpura on. अपनी मंदिर पिया के बनवाई बनठर निकसी अपनी मंदिर पिया के बनवाई एन बेली कर श्रृंगार कजरा डार कर श्रृंगार कजरा डार कर श्रृंगार करा श्रृंगार करा श्रृंगार करा श्रृंगार करा श्रृंगार करा श्रृंगार कजरा डार नैनन में सब रंग पिया स देखत मारा बारे नवेली नार इन वेल Samadaba madama pasanaba mama desa in a vein. Saresa padaba saresa padaba in a vein. In a vein. In a vein.
Wow, awesome. That was so awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow. How long have you been a singer?
Um, Sorry, could you please repeat the question?
Yeah, how long have you been a singer? How long have you been singing?
I started learning when I was around 4 years. So
Wow, so long. Wow. Yeah, that was so awesome. I can imagine. Um, Tell us a little about what happened after you moved to US, right? So you are still a teacher, classical music teacher in US. So how was that struggle? Moving to a new country, trying to, establish a profession in a new, different land, right? So how was that? Challenging? Not so much? You were already
yeah,
so
actually,
talented.
when I was about to move, I was very skeptical whether I'll be able to continue my Indian classical music career over there, or
Sure.
whether I'll be able to teach. So, but when I went there, to my pleasant surprise, I found that, oh my God, people are so interested in Indian classical
Right.
music. Yeah, the reason is, because they are so away from India. They want their children, they want themselves to learn the culture. And Indian music is, one of the most famous cultures.
Right.
So I did not have any difficulty there when I
Right.
moved. So I started doing my programs, I started teaching, and so
Uh, awesome. So you guys moved back to India and then you founded your new school, right? Yeah, tell us a little about that. Um, how long
I,
that has been? What was your inspiration behind that school?
yeah. Actually, I moved back to India 2 years back, and when I moved back, within a month, I lost my father, all of a sudden.
Sorry.
So my father and my mother both have been very, very instrumental, in our music learning process. I mean, without them, it was just impossible for us. So it was his dream. He wanted the three of us, to flourish. So maybe for him, or anyways, I wanted to teach. So when I came back, I also wanted to teach. But after that incident, I think I decided I have to start an institute, and it's dedicated to him.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome. I'm sure wherever he is, he'll be very proud.
sure. It's only for him that whenever I do some programs, I put his picture and I feel his presence. So
Right, absolutely. So how many students are there in your school right now? I'm guessing right now you guys have a lot of online programs, right? And yeah, tell us a little about that.
actually, what happened was, I have always been into online teaching as well, because in
Okay.
US also I moved a number of times. So whenever I moved, my students used to continue with me online. So
Sure.
when I decided to move back to India, my US students said, "Oh, we are not going to leave you. You have to teach us."
I can
But
imagine.
but the time difference was a challenge.
Right.
So I find somehow we worked it out, and one advantage was, the discipline which my mom taught us since our childhood. We used to wake up at 5 o'clock every day for doing our riyas. That helped me now in continuing with my US students. I wake up at 4:45 almost every day, 4:45 in the morning, and start my classes at 5 o'clock.
Wow.
Um, and to do my classes with my US students. So
Right.
my school currently consists of my online students, and I have students from US, from Dubai, from Singapore, and also in India I have some students from Mumbai, Pune, other than Chennai, who learn online. And right now even my Chennai students are learning online.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that is so awesome. So how many total students do you have overall
I
all
have
over the world?
around, including everyone, I have around 35 students.
Wow. Wow. That's like they come to you every week, I guess. Right? You have weekly classes with each of them?
Yeah, I have I teach in the Guru Shishya Parampara as
Okay.
well, and so there are students who want to take one-on-one classes with me,
Okay.
and there are some children who learn in a group.
Okay.
So the one-on-one, they come once a week, but the students who learn in a group, they come twice a week.
Okay. Oh,
They come
wow.
to.
Wow. So tell us a little about how you balance everything together, because you started when your son was really young, right? And I know you have involved him too. So tell us a little about that.
Yeah. Actually, when my son was born, I was in Pittsburgh, and uh, fortunately for me, when he was a very little baby, I think he was around 4 5 months, and I had performed in a program. I made him lie down beside me, and I found that he's listening to me with big eyes, and so then I thought that whenever I sing, I should keep him with me so that
Right.
he grows with that part.
Right. Wow.
And so when he started learning when he was two
No.
and a half. Yeah. Then
That.
he performed with me yeah, on stage when he was 4. So, and in this, of course, when you talk about balancing work and home, of course, I would like to thank my husband also. He also helps me. Even today, he helped me set up all this, and
Everything. Yeah.
so yeah, it's everyone's. And my son, fortunately, he since he grew up, whenever I did my lessons to taught, he used to sit beside me. And so when he grew up, sometimes he used to bring food for me if I had to take long hours. And then as he started growing up, now he makes tea when I'm very tired.
Yeah.
So he has grown up with me, and whenever I do my riyaz, sometimes he comes and tells me, "Oh, I think this tan didn't sound well."
Oh,
This, yeah. So he is very much an integral part of
my.
my.
So you guys are a team, really.
Yeah,
Right.
and he loves to do duets with me. So, so that makes it all the more easy for me, because when I am too much involved in this, he helps me. So
Yeah.
since I've involved him, he understands, how much time you have to devote for this.
Right.
So
Right. And that's the best part of it, right? So you have your family excited about something you are passionate about. And yeah, what else more do you want, really? Right?
yes, that's
Right.
correct.
So Madhumita, before I let you go, I want to ask you one last question. So can you give some tips for moms who are trying to pursue their passion or something that they have thought about for long and they are struggling to figure out whether they want to go for it, or people are always are they sometimes think that there are a lot of challenging paths and they stay away from that. But do you have tips for those moms who are trying to pursue their passion?
Yeah, sure. It is definitely a challenge to pursue your passion, especially if you have small kids. But what I would suggest is just go for it, because with little bit of time management and planning, you will be able to pursue your passion. And I have adult students, those who are working in maybe in the corporate world, and they are in very high positions, and they have lot. They come to me for classes online every week, and when I ask them that, "Are you sure you want to do the class today? Because you have had meetings all this while, so you're tired." They say, "No, we have worked for the company all this while. We have worked for the family. Now this is
That's
my time.
right.
So this is my time. So I want to get this time for me." So this is just spending some me time in a positive way, which
Yeah.
will, if you spend your time, if you do something for yourself after doing work throughout the day for the company, for your family, for everyone, it gives you a different level of happiness.
Right. And that is such an important point. You need that me time for you because you have worked for it, right? I really like that phrase. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Valmita. It was really nice to learn about your journey, and thank you so much for sharing your experiences.
Most welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.